Hello, welcome back to Access. I'm Rob. Joining us is Graham Goring, who is the, let me get this amazing title right, the lead narrative designer.
Yeah, lead story designer. Just monkey with typewriter.
Monkey with typewriter on Lego Star Wars The Force Awakens.
Yeah.
Can you give us a little bit of insight into what your job entails? Because, well, The Force Awakens, we've all seen the movie, I hope. If you haven't seen the movie, probably spoilers in this interview.
There may well be.
What's your job entail with, the story on The Force Awakens then?
Well, when we're telling the story of, the main movie that everyone knows and loves, I'm mainly writing dialogue for the levels, which helps guide the player through them and tell silly jokes. But we also have these 6 new levels that are basically new adventures that sort of feed into the start of the movie, and so I'd be helping write the cutscenes that bookend either of those, as well as all the gameplay dialogue. So it's also a case of getting the dialogue in the game, going to the voice recordings, doing rewrites, etc.
So what you just mentioned some of it there, one of the really exciting things about Lego Star Wars The Force Awakens is there is extra stuff.
Yeah.
And am I right in saying it's official canon?
I don't know if it's canon or not. I mean, here's the thing. If you watch the movie, there aren't little Lego dudes in it.
No.
So I don't know that you can say it's canon. Here's the thing, though. I mean, we totally came up with it in conjunction with LucasArts. They were telling us details about this backstory that we would then turn into levels. And we were asking them questions that we would then get information about and turn those into levels. So it's totally in conjunction with them.
That's awesome. And what kind of things are we going to be finding out then that we didn't see in The Force Awakens? I've heard rumours we might find out how C-3PO came to get his red arm.
That's actually in a little bit of DLC that's exclusive to PlayStation. Actually,
awesome.
you're going to find out where Lor San Tekka was before the start of the movie, how they caught the Rathtars. You're going to see some of the events from the perspective of the bad guys, which is quite cool as well. So yeah, you're going to get a whole lot of new information.
Awesome. And one of the things that always, the Lego games are renowned for is their humour, for taking kind of like big IPs and kind of injecting silly little touches into them.
Yeah, silly's the watchword.
You get like a really we've seen the trailer for The Force Awakens Lego, and you'll see like all the kind of serious scenes with Kylo Ren that you'd see in the movie, and these really hilarious touches come in. So could you take us through the process of how you take the source material and sprinkle that Lego humour onto it?
I think it's a testament to our cutscene department, really, because I mean they're the guys that do this, and they've been doing it for 11 years. I mean, we have this rule that sort of nobody ever really dies in a Lego game. So in a previous title we had a guy eaten by a dinosaur, but then he was like brushing his teeth with a toilet brush. It's just a case of adding in that kind of slapstick. Finding those scenes that might be a little bit scary for kids, like the family reunion that goes pretty awry in the movie, and finding a way to, totally honour the story.
Deftly done there. Didn't ruin anything.
No, that's pretty... this isn't my first rodeo. And finding a way to sort of juxtapose that with humour so that it makes it, sort of accessible to smaller children.
Fantastic stuff. And what can we be expecting to do? What can we expect to do kind of moment to moment within The Force Awakens? Are we talking classic Lego puzzling gameplay?
Yeah, it's classic, but we've also added a whole bunch more. We've got we've got sort of 3 new big things we've got. We've got these things called multi-builds. When kids play with Lego, they don't just build the same thing every time. So in this, you'll have a pile of Lego that you can build into multiple options, and sometimes that's just for silly little comedic payoffs, and sometimes it's for puzzles. Also, in Star Wars, you've got blaster battles with people firing lasers down corridors. We totally have that. You get into cover, you duck out of cover, take shots at enemies. We've really found a way to make it accessible to players of all abilities, but still really thrilling and exciting. And our flight gameplay, we've really revamped. It's they're just like these explosion-filled rushes of sort of just fun. And they're not just on rails like they used to be. You have sort of complete control in some sections where you can fly around the arenas.
Fantastic. I mean, I guess that must be one of the challenges. Like the Lego games have their key style, but all these different massive kind of IPs that you have. So obviously Lego Star Wars is going to be vastly different to Lego Lord of the Rings. So you've got Lego. How do you ensure that the feel of Star Wars is prevalent throughout the entire thing?
I think it's those blaster battles and that space combat. They're just perfect for it, and that's what's really lovely is that we've been able to push further than we've ever done before with this game. And it's also brilliant to revisit the thing that started it all, Star Wars, which is if it wasn't for Star Wars, would we be making these games? I don't know that we would.
Amazing. Well, thank you so much for talking to us,
Thank
Graham.
you.
Can't wait to get stuck into Lego Star Wars Force Awakens. Let us know what you think of the game in the comments, and do stay with us because we've got absolutely loads more coming up from E3.